nothing wrong.
Hey.
What's up, y'all? Look, she getting started earlier, just so y'all know. She already on one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Alicia.
I was just joking.
Okay.
What up, y'all? You already know what time it is. It's Let's Hoop. Y'all, we are at the near end of this season.
Yeah.
The near end.
The
of
near
this
end.
season.
The near end.
But y'all
Bittersweet.
Yeah. I'm going to miss my brisket for sure.
She don't care about the basketball.
Right, I was going to say, the brisket, eh?
The brisket.
I mean, I'm sick of some of y'all, but I'm just joking.
God.
I told you, she is already on one. I told you.
Man.
Let's go.
We're back with Let's Hoop every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. There's no better place for fan interaction with SkyWest stats, highlights, and more. Tune in live for the best SkyWest talk, upcoming matchups, and uplifting moments. Let's Hoop, presented by SkyWest Basketball.
The stuff Alicia is saying.
Man, listen.
I haven't said much of anything. I'm a woman.
We need
words.
behind the scenes. That's what we need. A behind the scenes cut.
We're gonna have to bring her significant other in and put her on.
Oh, he worse than me.
Right, exactly. We're gonna have to put Stefan in this seat and put her on punishment because
worse than me. I'm telling you now.
I don't know. You about at the point of pulling off a belt. You about there.
We woo to the we. Oh, that's the standard now. Pulling off the belt is the standard.
Yeah, that's the standard.
God,
yeah.
And running into signs, but you know.
Oh, running into signs.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it never gets old.
It doesn't. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. It's look, lay it all out on the line for the team, like you said. All right. Well, now that the lowlights are over with, can we go to the next thing?
Let's go. But first, it looks like you got your brisket grilling shirt on.
Yeah.
You just missing the Unk sandals. That's about it.
I never. I'm telling you, them people, they be having the ashy feet.
Right,
How they be
and the
having
ashy knees. Yeah.
Nah, bro. Y'all ever see me in that, man? I'm drunk.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. They can put something on the grill now.
Okay.
Oh no, the food be good.
Food gonna
but
hit.
the feet be ashy.
Feet be ashy.
As long as the food is done right, I don't care.
You know how they say it's like those certain black tropes, like the woman with the little thing on her
Oh,
elbow.
yeah.
You know her food. She got them big elbows. You know her food.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Same thing
that
about
macaroni
feet.
gonna be here.
Yeah.
Same thing about the feet.
Ashy feet. That's what
All right, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time for top 10. Let's get it.
bro.
There's always one.
There's always one. But no, top 10 was dope. This for like opening playoff week, like that was dope, bro. Omar's up and under through the middle thing. It was like, bro, what? How did he finish that?
Omar was on one.
Yeah, he was. He was definitely on one. He was on one, and Jamon.
Yes.
I don't want to say too much because we're gonna talk about it during the game.
Right.
Some of his plays, the plays that he had in here, like, see, I can't. It's hard to talk about it without talking about it. So I'm just gonna say, Jamon.
So before we get into the games, I want to know. Of course, the season isn't officially over yet. But overall, I think with all of the changes, we've definitely seen like a lot of different dynamics with the teams that we know and love. How would you say that this season has been so far?
I would say it's actually been a very surprising season. And I say that only because a lot of things, it's funny, I literally had this conversation earlier today with one of the players. What was anticipated at the beginning of the season is not exactly how the season played out. Like, you would, if after that first game, if you would have told me that the Titans weren't going to be in the playoffs, I would have been like, you sick.
That was crazy work. Because the Titans looked like wasn't nobody beating them.
Yeah, we was about to hand them the championship after the first game because it was like, nobody's beating them. They look too good. The Savages, a team that's kind of been either not in the playoffs or kind of like a middle of the pack type team. Now one of the top teams. You know what I mean? It's just like the season has just been so.
Yeah, they ended in second place, right?
Something like that. Yeah. Season has just been just real. I don't know. It's just been crazy, man. Like, and then the thing about it is, even like towards the end, like, everything was up for grabs because of how the schedule played out and the wins and the losses. Everything is up for grabs. Like I told somebody yesterday, I was like, people talk so much trash about the Redhawks, but we beat y'all in that game. We would have been in the play-in game against Black Ice.
Yeah,
we would have been 5 if we had beat them. So it's like, the season was crazy. It was crazy. It was unpredictable. And it was fun, honestly. It was fun, just kind of not knowing. Only sure thing was that the Blazers were.
That wasn't unpredictable.
Yeah, that was the only sure thing. But other than that, everything else was up for grabs.
I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Fun season though. It was a fun season. A lot of surprises.
Definitely.
Competition is stiff this season. It seems like it happens like that every year. It gets stiffer and stiffer, like kind of every year. So I don't think it was any one team. By the end of the season, wasn't any one team you can just look at and say, oh, they're going to lose that game, because even the Bulldogs ended up, winning a few games, and it was just like, man, Bulldogs beat who?
After you, I took your belt off and everything.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, so I think the teams actually improved. The teams that were bad, even the Redhawks, because them and the Bulldogs both started out kind of very, 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 very slow, but ended up,
ended on berries. God, dog. Very, 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 very. Take some of them berries out, man.
Very, very,
very. Or you could just say very slow. Very, 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 very slow. Whoa. Wow.
We took off one for you, sorry.
Sheesh. You see what I mean about the slander that be on the Redhawks, bro?
It's not even. It was the Redhawks and the book. Come on,
it's man. Crazy, man.
Somebody over there hurt, man.
No, that hurt, but I'm just saying it just proved my point. Boy, we get so much slander.
Well, I mean, but you did start. I was trying to end on the positive note, but you was
very,
just
very, very, very.
All right, come on, let's move on before he start crying.
I'm gonna cry in the car.
He gonna cry in the car.
Go cry in the car.
Oh man.
All right, y'all. So let's get into the first game. How do we think it went?
You go first, man.
Oh yeah, you were in that one. So yeah, I guess I would be starting first with that one. So okay, man, listen. It was like, you know what? You'll appreciate this analogy. I felt like I was watching Hector versus Achilles in Troy. That's what the first game felt like. So for those non-Troy watchers, I'm going to break down what exactly that means. So you had two skilled fighters
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of weapons in their arsenal,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of different things, right? But ultimately, if you know how that fight went in Troy, after a while, Hector only had so much that he could throw at Achilles,
Mm-hmm.
and it gave out eventually. And Achilles wasn't tired. As a matter of fact, Achilles, I don't like this word aura, but the aura that he carried,
Mm-hmm.
like it kept him in a certain space, and that allowed him to overcome Hector.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and even to the notion of that fight was one of the best like fights that you've seen on film in terms of like a sword and whatever from the ancient medieval, well not medieval, Greek times or whatever.
Right.
So I think that in this case, naturally, you guys were Achilles and Black Ice was Hector. Now here's why. Remember the speech that Achilles gave before he even started fighting?
Mm-hmm.
That just set the tone for the entire fight. The energy that came from you guys from the jump, having Frank back, that defensive, even before he got in the game, you felt his presence in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You could hear him. You could all like having him back. Tez was on one.
He really been on one all season.
But it
was a different energy though.
It wasn't about it wasn't even about the way he was playing. It was the intensity.
It was a different energy
that he had.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that just kind of set the tone for the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like Black Ice played flat. I think only one on Black Ice that I felt like matched y'all's intensity was Rodney. Rodney was out there rebounding, clapping. It was a couple of times where he hitting people, and it's just like, he ain't trying to start nothing, but he like letting you know, like, I'm here. Like, no. It's just playoff basketball intensity, and this wasn't even playoffs yet. And honestly, that game felt like a championship game, if I'm honest.
Yep.
But yeah, I would just say that y'all came out with crazy intensity, and I feel like Black Ice, they came out kind of flat. Malik could not get going. Like, Malik was kind of a no-show in the playing game. And if you looked at the closing lineup, I felt like it was very telling that he wasn't in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, and even when it came to the point where they needed that three, I was like, he unsat most of the game now. Like, he probably cold or whatever. But again, he wasn't hitting. And so Alexis had to do something different. Now, again, you can't say anything bad about the coaching choice because again, they brought it all the way back. And I mean, they hit that three. We going to overtime. What was that for the win? What's for the win for overtime?
No, it was 67-62, but I get what you say. It was at that point.
It was at a point where
if they would have hit it, I think it would have made it a tie or something.
Either
like
a tie or a much closer game to where they had time to foul and go back.
Right.
But the point that I'm making is it was Tez said rookie of the year is Tez. Yeah, and I agree. Going the Wolverines with their whole team is very, very different. And then so now going over to you guys having your whole team and having the full defensive presence of your team, that identity that y'all started the season with, you saw it again. And that's that we're gonna pressure you, we're gonna make you turn the ball over. We're not gonna let you play at your pace, but you're gonna play at the pace that we want you to play. We want to speed you up. And then that was another thing too. Black Ice had a lot of turnovers. I mean, a lot of turnovers. I think like in one quarter alone, it was like 6 in one quarter. And so it was just like, yeah, they had a lot of turnovers. So yeah, I just think overall, like I said, they're a versatile team. I mean, Tank was getting whatever he want. Tank was getting whatever he want. And Ted shouted you out. He said you the best coach. So, a little shout out there for you, Sky. But yeah, Tank was getting whatever he wanted. Like, but again, y'all's full team, it was just too much. Black Ice wasn't getting enough production from everyone, and y'all were getting production from everyone you put on the floor, essentially. So yeah, that's just kind of my take on that. I just think it was y'all had too much going on.
Well, Backus said it. How does it feel to have a whole team for a game? Great. It feels great because I know who we have on our team, man. It's once again, we talked about the beginning of the season, you know, and you use the word rebuild, I use the word retool. Team looks a lot different. It looks a whole lot different than it did last year. But the guys that I bought in, those guys are dogs, man. These guys are dogs. Frank coming back. Y'all don't know Frank is not. He's obviously not 100%. Um, and I told him I care more about your life and your health than I do winning this game. But if you feel like you can go, go. And he did. He actually let me know when he wanted to come out. But the thing is, when he got in, what little bit of time he played, it was an immediate impact every time. Just everybody that touched that court, I think they had that defensive mindset. That defensive mindset of we're gonna do it on defense. And what killed us last time against Black Ice was their offensive rebounds. We limited. I'm not saying we stopped them from getting offensive rebounds because they did get them, but we limited them on their offensive rebounds, and I think that ultimately is why we won the game. Because we're able to, stop them from getting those putbacks they get. Black Ice gave us a great fight. I think Alexis game plan to double team. I think around it during that fourth quarter, it kind of shook us a little bit. We had to take a time out. We had to kind of gather ourselves because we were kind of turning over and doing some things that we shouldn't have been doing. And, had to get somebody in there that can handle the ball, stuff of that nature. So I think they was trying to deny Omar at that time, so some adjustments we had to make as well, which I think she made a major adjustment to make us make a major adjustment. So it's one of those things, man, where I still believe that anybody could have won that game, but I just believe we had a desire and a want to win that game as a team, and I think we did a good job. Miles came in, gave us good minutes, and of course having Josh back was great. Having Josh back was wonderful. So, man, I appreciate y'all and y'all's giving me credit or whatever and stuff like that. But once again, like I said, I don't take credit for what my players do on the court. All I do is organize it. That's my job. But Tez, as far as you saying I'm the best coach, man, I definitely appreciate it. People talk about me being coach of the year. That's cool, but we had our struggles this season, and I'm not tooting my own horn in that case. But at the end of the day, man, I just think it's not about me being the best coach. It's about my team being the best team on the court. Sunday, and they were. They were the best team on the court Sunday against Black Ice, and that's what we needed. So, kudos to y'all. Once again, kudos to Black Ice. Gave us a great game. I think it was a great game, for both teams. So leave it at that.
Well said. All right. And then we had the official playoff game between the Savages and the Chargers. Savages ended up with 89 and Chargers had 94. Scott, we'll start with you.
Oh boy. Darius and I were on the, sometimes we get a little time to just kind of sit back and watch. It's rare, but sometimes we were both sitting at the door, watching the game. And it was kind of like, man, I appreciate that. Brisket fries were on point. Appreciate y'all. But, man, we were talking and the Chargers were up. I believe they were up by a lot, and it was funny because Shaq was like, MVP? MVP? He was talking about PJ. He's like, MVP? And he just gave us this weird look. And me and Darius was like, yeah, I don't like these moments. Just one moment is not determining PJ's MVP status. You know what I'm saying? But I will say that was
right on cue. Shaq, as you said his name, he literally commented on that.
Yeah. And that's one thing about Shaq.
I was about to say, this is what I like
that's one
about
thing
him,
about
bro.
Shaq,
Like,
man. Even when Ryan beat him in the 1v1,
Yeah.
you know, he just gave him credit. You know what I'm saying? It's just
like we said, unexpected season, things I never thought I would
yeah,
hear you say.
there we go. Ryan the 1v. Hey, congratulations once again, Ryan, man, for real.
Ryan beat Shaq.
He beat Shaq
1v1.
in the 1v1.
That
You
will
know,
forever go down in
but my
history.
thing is
what?
one thing about Shaq, he'll say something, and then if he feel like he was wrong about it, he'll come back. You know what I'm saying? And you know, no Solomon. I didn't even pay attention to that.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. I'll be forgetting, man, because Solomon is that Rick Fox I'll be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but going back to the game, you and I were talking, and we was like, "Oh man, I mean, it looked like Chargers got this one in the bag," you know. And then the Savages came back punching. I was like, "Wait a minute!" I was like, "Hold on!" I was like, "Wait." Mark started hitting all these threes.
On that note, can I ask you a question? I'm not talking about what people are known for. I'm not talking about what they've done other seasons. I'm talking about in Sky West this season. Is Mark the best shooter in the league?
Yeah.
I think
I can't put anybody above him. He's hit clutch threes. He's hit a game-winning three. That barrage that he went on in this
current
game,
3-point champion, by the way.
3-point champion. It's like the pressure makes him better. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't put nobody above him right now, man. No. If y'all put anything in the comments if y'all think somebody's better, but I don't see anybody shooting better than him right now. Not from 3-point land.
Okay.
But
I'm just curious as your thought.
Yeah. But like I said, man, that game, it was just like, I mean, what were they up like 25-8 at one point?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Savages came roaring back, and it was just like, man, this is crazy. But one thing I will say about the Chargers is we got to talk about Smoke. You know what I'm saying? That's a guy you cannot speed up. And he really started orchestrating what the Chargers were doing that game. And, of course, Shaq, he put his stamp on the game as well. 17 rebounds. I mean, PJ's numbers. You know what I'm saying? 22 points, 17 rebounds. That's impressive. You know what I'm saying? And that team has always went, even though they have the players around them, Shaq and Malik has always been the solid team, you know what I'm saying, that starts everything. So, and I just think ultimately because they've been together so long, they just know how to win. And that's ultimately what happened, man. It's just, and you know, and I will say, because I know the Savages are going to talk about it, it was some crazy calls, you know, in the game. But ultimately, I still think everybody still could have won. Any team could have won that game, even with some of the bad calls. So, yep, I will say congratulations to the Chargers, man. But this is going to be interesting because if Solomon comes back and KB comes back, who knows, man? This next game is going to be crazy. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You go ahead.
So I have some dynamics I want to talk about because I have to give the Chargers kudos for this win because the dynamic is different when KB plays and when he doesn't.
It is.
It was the same thing with Tate last year because, like you said, the team that won the championship a couple years ago, that was Shaq Malik. They had a system. They had all the above. Now, mind you, KB played on that team as well, the champion, but he wasn't there for the championship game. But the Chargers are in an interesting situation to where they have a good team, they have a great team, but then it's like they have it in two different forms, if that makes sense. It's like Goku is great, and then they low-key get Super Saiyan when KB is there. You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry, nerd moment, y'all. But you know what I'm saying though. But it's like they got that. But then Goku still finds ways to win when he's just regular black hair
Right,
Goku. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So it's just like, but what is called for can get tricky at times. And I think one thing that the Chargers has run into is because they ran into it last year. Tate wasn't here some games.
Mm-hmm.
They ran into it this year. KB hasn't been here some games. Mm-hmm. And it forces them to figure out or refigure out in the moment, who are we? What does our offense look like, you know, without them being here? Then when they come back is, okay, how do we open this back up to include them? Because we know it would be stupid not to use them.
Absolutely.
So how do we open this back up and make everything fit again with them being here? And I think that I don't think it gets talked about enough how much they have to fight through that and figure that out, and give kudos to the fact that they do figure it out for the most part. But this game, I'm going to tell you what I also look at too when it comes to Shaq. I do notice the games where others are here at times, it kind of stifles Shaq a little bit because he's not able to get some of the things he would normally get, because Shaq, he does dictate offense in terms of, even he'll get a fast break and go coast to coast. He had one where he ripped it around his back and actually made a really nice pass to Malik. Malik just smoked the layup.
I talked to Malik about that too.
He just smoked the layup. It happens to the best of us, but
unintended, right?
Yeah. Oh, smoked the layup. I ain't gonna catch it. But anyway, you know, he has a little more freedom to do more because he's more than just a big that sits in the paint.
Right.
You know, he can shoot outside. He can actually handle the ball as well. Like, he can do a lot of things. And I think we see that more when other people aren't here. And so I think the challenge with the Chargers is going to be figuring out how to get, because 22-17, if we're talking about championship, that's going to be needed for them to get all the way to the championship, whether they see any of the teams still remaining. Like, that's going to be needed from Shaq in order for them to win a championship. I don't think they get a championship with Shaq leaving the game with 10 points, 5 rebounds, 6 rebounds. Like, no, it's going to take that 22-17, you know, to get to this point, you know, to get to that championship point. So I think that's going to be their challenge on that side, just figuring that out. But I mean, if they do, you know what that look. We all know what that looks like. Amari had a crazy shooting game. You still got Fireball over there, and see, that's another thing. You got Fireball over there. Like, they have a deep team. And what I was going to say about Jamon,
yes,
from somebody that was a part of the main rotation for numerous years, and we said it before, but I'm going to say it again. Numerous years, main rotation. Nigel and Jamon, they were the two scorers.
Right.
To the Chargers getting so deep that he's now reduced to the bench and barely playing some games, to where now his numbers being called on again and he's having impact. He had 1 or 2 top 10s?
I think it was 2.
2 top 10s in a playoff game. So it's just like that speaks for itself. So yeah, I think, man, the Chargers are deep, man. I just think it's just a matter of just them putting it together and just figuring that out, so that way everybody has the full freedom to flourish the way they need to get a championship. Now, on the Savage side,
they're saying it, so I know you're gonna have to talk about Joe.
Oh, no. Okay, so we'll get the good out the way first. We'll get the good out of the way first. Yeah. Joe, I was happy to see the game that Joe had.
Yes.
That is the Joe Tarver that we know.
Yep.
Like, we haven't seen him much this season, you know, because either he wasn't getting minutes or, you know, just whatever. He had limited minutes. Well, Solomon wasn't here. So that was his moment, and I would say he capitalized on the moment.
He delivered.
So Joe definitely had a great game. You know, Mark had a great game. PJ, man, listen, PJ did what PJ does. I agree with Shaq. First quarter was a little
shaky.
But then it was like he locked in, and it was just like, oh, okay. He hit Shaq with one that it was just like, PJ is just this. He's deceptively quick for his size. It was like a jab, and he just went right by, and it was like, God, dog, that was quick. But yeah, like PJ, he did what PJ does. Steve found his rhythm. You know, Steve, you know, I think he had a rough start too, but he found his rhythm eventually. And TJ as well. TJ had a good game as well. But I still got to challenge TJ, my brother, and that's my boy. So look, I'm holding him accountable because I know the type of player he is. He is an MVP caliber player. But what comes with MVP caliber player is this as well.
Yeah.
Yes, I will say the refs have made some bonehead calls.
Bruh.
And all the things like that, but they didn't make 5 bonehead calls. I believe he had 5.
2 out of the 5 might have been.
even
I
but
get
still
what
though,
you're
you
saying,
got to
though.
know
I get
how
what
a
you're saying.
referee. You got to know how a referee is ref in the game. And I stress this because, and granted, he stayed in the game and played a long time with 5 fouls. So I will give him kudos for that.
Yeah.
But I just think he just can't put himself in that situation to where his team can lose him. Because I'm gonna tell you what the Chargers did. They started exploiting it. Amari just wasn't finishing, but they did start exploiting it. So yeah.
It staggers his defense.
And he's a good defender.
That's what I'm saying. It staggers his defense
Exactly.
when he has that many fouls. You have to play a certain way, and you have to you can't be as aggressive defensively because you don't want to get that feel. But yeah, it was.
So that's still my little challenge to TJ. This TJ versus the refs thing. That's still my challenge to TJ, figuring that out. Because I think when TJ just plays and he ain't focused on that, again, one of the best players in the league.
Yeah.
But when he starts getting into the ref wars and then now they targeting him because he's into it, and then we at this point where I don't even think, was it before halftime he had 5?
I believe he set the whole third quarter, I believe. Because I think he had 5 about a half, yeah. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, Savages, they can't have that. You know, he's a premier player on that team.
He is.
So they can't have that. So whatever. No, they do.
True.
They do.
Because some of those calls, man,
Insane.
Questionable.
I mean, look, and again, I agree.
Yeah.
But again,
it was called
5.
Yeah, it was called. So
if you got 3 fouls, 4, I even give you 4 before halftime.
Right.
Where I can be like, refs, y'all tweaked out. But you had 5. You only get 6 and you had 5.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I can't say that's all.
Yeah.
That's all ref. So again, TJ is too important to his team to be out the game.
And it was the reason I said I will point out some of the ref stuff, but it was some times where the Chargers were going shooting some layups and stuff like that, and they were getting fouled. And I was like, you don't call, or you call fouls when it's not a foul,
right?
But you're not gonna call a foul when it is a foul. I'm confused.
Well, I ain't gonna talk about the refs. I already told you they
we
think
don't
they
make them main characters.
Look, I'm about to say we already make them too much of main characters. They watch the show. I'm trying to tell you, they watch the show and want to see how we talk about them.
We don't care about y'all.
We ain't talking about them no more. So TJ, this is what I would say, because I think sometimes you almost have to play possum a little bit.
Yeah.
With refs. So going into the game, it's almost like, oh yeah, that's him. So it's like eyes are on you. So it's like you almost, and it kind of sucks to say it, but it's almost like you do have to kind of play like the version of defense that you played when you had 5. You almost have to start the game playing that kind of defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if just for a few possessions to allow the game to get into a flow, you almost have to start the game like that. And then, you know, once eyes ain't on you no more because now the refs are on the flow of the game, then begin to assert yourself. But if you do it at the beginning, like they're looking for you now, and then you get the first one, and then you go, man, here they go. They on that again. Yeah. They on that again. Now they're really looking at you. Then you get the second one. You know what I'm saying? It just builds. So I'm like, that's kind of the unfortunate nature of, you know, being targeted by the refs. But here yet again, you know, with these guys, I don't know that what I said will work, but hey, you can try it. You know, try it Sunday.
Try something.
Try
something, man. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
The refs told me Sunday. We asked them what can I do. They say I don't know. What can I do with that? Yeah, bro. They're a special group, bro. I promise y'all will not these people. Y'all will not see them. Anyway, we're not finna do that. We're not finna do that.
They do be having the loading sign, over there.
Bro, I seen one Sunday, bro, where it was like, I was like, why you blew the whistle? Why are your hands up?
Hey, what I call? What I supposed to? Like, man, take the whistle. Hey, Jordan at one point was like, man, tuck your whistle in your shirt. He said, I was like, hey, man, he might need to, because it was weird, man.
Yeah, it's bad.
It was weird.
It's bad.
It was weird in our game, too. I was just like,
feel like for most of the season,
You know.
they went on one. But let's not worry about the extras anymore. We finna go to a quick commercial break, y'all, and we'll be right back with our life moment.
Yeah.
My name is Nigel Banks. I've been with the league, I want to say 3 years now. What keeps me coming back is it's a family-friendly league. They keep all the drama to a minimum. Everybody around here is friends, and we all just want to compete. What the league's meant to me outside of basketball is just, it's a good getaway for me, honestly, from all the noise on the outside world.
This game a catch that was just like,
No, literally.
oh my god.
You ready? Yes, no. Yes, no. Nah.
So
It's always fun. It's always fun in here.
Literally, if there was a fly on the wall, was a camera, like
Yeah.
y'all would be laughing.
Y'all be laughing. Yeah, for sure.
So Darius wanted to change my plans, y'all. So
I'm sorry. I just wanted to move that a little closer to the end because I know I want to talk about the in-season awards before we get into the serious life stuff. You know, like the season. Wait, I also want to talk about the Blazers versus Wolves.
yeah.
I think y'all played a great game. Matter of fact, it was so great. Y'all were playing each other at the other end. I mean, like, y'all ain't had no competition. Y'all were playing each other. Like, I seen Frank playing defense on Ryan. Ryan was getting minutes and getting buckets. Ryan had at least 15. He
Shout
said,
out my boy Ryan.
Ryan said, I'm going to show y'all why in the 1v1 champ. He was over there getting 1v1 buckets.
Man, I don't even want to talk about that, man.
I mean, it was a great game. It was the quickest game in SkyWest history, too. That's another thing.
Literally.
It was quick.
I'll let y'all have that one.
It was quick.
Let y'all have all
It was
that.
quick. Bro, listen. And y'all up one, man. Congratulations.
What we gotta talk about next, man? I don't wanna talk about that, man.
I'm trolling y'all. I'm trolling. Yes, there was a series of unfortunate events that led to that playoff game not being able to be played. Hopefully that's fixed this Sunday because
They can forfeit again. Talking too much.
remember we talked about off camera. Remember we talked about that. Anyway,
Let's get into these awards.
end of season awards. All right, so what are we gonna start with? Which one are we gonna start with?
Let's do rookie.
And can I say this? Can I make sure I say this? Y'all really can chime in on these because sometimes like y'all say stuff and we just wasn't thinking about it. Or, you know. So it's kind of collective effort to
yeah, because people be like, y'all disrespect, y'all ain't even say
right.
It's 120 of y'all. We can't remember everybody.
So it's no disrespect to any players or anything like that. It's just, you know, we're on a live show. We forget stuff. I mean, we're human. So we forget people sometimes. So you know, so you guys chime in. If you don't think we're thinking about you or we forgot about somebody, please chime in. So.
But only if it's a valid choice, though, because some of y'all just be wanting to put your name in the bucket. But we can go ahead.
Yeah.
Y'all know it's true. Like, come on.
Yeah. But Alicia is on.
It is true.
One. You hear me? Oh, man. Yes. And thank you, Darius. It's for regular season only. Regular season. Call for MVP is crazy. Shaq, you always deliver, bro.
We gotta go find this man. You were nominated, brother. MVP.
We start clapping. Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Bruh. Wow. Call for MVP is hilarious. All right. What we starting with? Just reported you, Shaq. Right, exactly.
Rookie.
All right, we're gonna start with rookie of the year, one of the big ones. All right. To me, there's only three in my. I think there's only three.
It was. I know we said Tez, Jay,
and Mike.
and Mike
Malolo.
Yeah.
Those three would be like my top three picks.
But y'all chime in for real. Chime in. If y'all think anybody
who
else.
y'all got for we closer to it now because I mean season over with. So who y'all want to throw in there for that? Like I said, Tez, Mike, and Jay, De'Aaron Fox.
Mm-hmm. Somebody else said
Tez. I think that's about it.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't leave anybody out. Oh, Amari. Every time. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, we definitely got to have Amari in that conversation.
Amari. Mark is a rookie. Dadgummit. See what I'm saying? Yes.
I forgot about Mark.
See? That's bad, bro. We just talked about Mark. And then
Mark.
See, that's what we're talking about. That's why we need you guys to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Omar.
Huh?
Omar played last year. He played on the Warriors. I guess he's saying he y'all rookie of the year.
Oh, okay. I got you. But yeah, so we it's 5 people. That's 5 legit people.
Yeah.
That can be rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
They said no to Ray because he should have been at the games.
Shade.
Right. Sheesh. Okay.
I think that's about it. Ray would have been there though if he would have been like for real.
Would have been there and probably would have been pretty close to the top.
Mm-hmm.
I would say. Yeah, Shaq. He was on the Warriors. Yeah. Yeah, he was on the Warriors last year. That's funny.
Right. Cool. I think that's about it.
Yeah,
that's 5. And they all deserve to be nominees.
Yeah, I'm like that 5. That's a tough 5. So yeah, that's a tough 5.
Yeah.
All right. What about most improved?
Okay, so we had a few arguments, I think, about TJ, Javon.
Somebody said Tank too.
God, dog.
Now I know Tank,
but that was due to injury.
That was due to injury.
God, dog, that man. I can't argue that though.
Yeah, it's like you can't even argue.
I can't argue Tank.
We're just gonna have to put these names in the ballot, and these folks gonna have to just vote.
You're gonna have to vote for it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but most improved.
So we said TJ, we said Vaughn. God, it was some other names. Y'all in the chat.
Someone said Showtime.
Showtime.
Oh yeah, Showtime. Yeah, Showtime. Sham
said Sham.
If only he was a rookie. Most
no,
improved.
It was most improved.
For most improved. I'm tweaked out. Hey, you know what?
Most improved.
You know what? From last season to this season, though, Sham he's made. If you look at the numbers, I would say he had a much better. The whole Savage team deserves most improved. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's
that
actually valid.
If it was a team award, they would have ran away with it for sure.
Josiah, that was great. It was a great suggestion.
Nice. Solomon, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Solomon been like that.
He been
like that. He just literally just kind of might have had like a quiet season last season.
Yeah.
But Solomon been like that.
Who else?
So somebody else said Sham.
You gotta throw Sham in there, man.
I'm about to say you got two nominations. I think he's gotta stay. So TJ, Vaughn, Sham, and Showtime so far in the most improved category.
So I don't think anybody else. Anybody got anybody else? We're about to move on. Because I can't.
No, I don't think so. I think that's it. All right. DPOI.
Move on. We already know got that.
I mean, we're not voting right now. We have to name names. Darius, CEO, would you ever change teams? What are you trying to do to Let's Hoop right now? Who is Solo Fitness 18? Yeah. Who is that? I'm trying to get close to see this picture. Who is that?
Did Goon say Jordan? Goon, are you saying for most improved?
Oh, he's saying Jordan Adams for most improved. Darius, CEO, would you ever change teams? That is hilarious. Somebody trying to start Let's Hoop.
Might have a valid point about Jordan, though.
No, I agree. I would throw Jordan Adams in there too.
Yeah, might have a valid point.
I would throw Jordan Adams in there too.
Rock for most improved? Nah, Rock was
Rock's been Rock.
Rock was Rock last year.
Yeah, he's been Rock.
Yeah, Rock was Rock last year. So I'm still trying to figure out who was Solo Fitness ATL. That's hilarious. Okay, so let's name names.
He said yeah, by the way. He was talking about
Jordan Adams.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mason.
Yeah.
Mason, DJ, Frank. I'm trying, y'all. Like, I'm trying to.
If Frank played all his games, all of our games,
You don't think he played enough гаmes?
Nah.
Backus said tampering. Backus report is still down for the season.
But I would. I'm.
Oh, they saying Rock for DPOY. Darius, I think Green will bring out the brownie.
Go there.
Bruh.
Hey, Shaq, I don't care the results of this weekend. We need you on the show next week, okay?
Yeah, bro, you gotta come.
We gotta get you in one of these seats at least one episode this season, bro. You are freaking hilarious,
Bruh. Trey Young, most improved.
Hey, I ain't even gonna hold you. That probably would be my pick for most improved. The season, Trey Young has had 2 down seasons, and then honestly went and became like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm trying, y'all. I gotta be. Shaq, I just reported. Bro, y'all cracking me up tonight. Yeah, nah, Trey from Black Ice, bro.
Hey man,
that's a tough one to argue.
Hey, that's another great call. Great. It's another great call.
That's another great call.
I do, like, for real. Like,
that's a tough one to argue.
Yeah.
That's funny. Shaq, I just reported again. Shaq, I'm finna hit your phone, bro. Lady, we gotta get you booked for next week, man.
For real.
Just saying.
What was we on?
Most improved. So now we can go to 6-man.
Defense, we was on defensive play. We weren't on it for long.
Oh, he said he can't be Tuesdays. He just started a bowling league. Oh, and shout out to that, by the way. I think he started his own thing.
Okay.
With bowling and just we like to shout out what the guys are doing.
I think he bowls. Goon has bowled a 300 before. Like, I think Goon is that dude.
And Shaq, type the name in the thing for me of the page he just started, where we can shout it out so people can follow, because he's cataloging his journey on socials as well. Okay. It's Diesel something, so I can't remember.
I want to say Bruce Bowles.
Yeah, Bruce Bowles as well.
Yeah. So we got some multi-talented guys.
No, for sure.
In our league.
For sure. And see, I don't know if this is a thing. We're getting a little off subject again, but I do get. I don't know who you must reveal yourself first before I answer that question. However, I will say somebody did actually try to snag me this offseason, but I was like, I can't trade myself. Like, I own that team, so I can't trade myself.
You can pass ownership though.
I can pass ownership though. So would I ever do that? I can't answer that. I can't answer that kind of question.
It's not a no. So.
Oh,
she said
wow.
It, not me.
Oh wow.
It's what you're not saying, but okay.
She said it, not me. That won't hold up in court. But anyway, I did want to say this because I like to highlight when the guys are doing something. And I seen that he was doing like a 1v1, but it was 1v1 with bowling. I was like, now that's a new one.
Yeah.
So capitalize on that, bro. Capitalize that and trailblaze and like start your own and build that, and then keep it kind of hush too until you get it.
Yeah.
Where you're going, because I really like that concept. That's actually really dope. I get excited about stuff like that when people are building their own. So yeah, I love that for sure. But all right, where we at? 6-man.
I thought let's do 6-man.
6-man. All right.
Somebody already said Solomon.
Solomon for 6-man.
I got Jay from Black Eyes, Malolo, Mike from Blazers.
Okay, Mike. Jay, yeah, because Jay is not a starter. So Jay.
Hey, she is Stephon. We already said we're gonna get like how we had Ariel come here and put him on punishment. We gotta come get her.
He's worse than me.
Yeah, she's spicy today. Yeah, just saying.
Darius Backus is crazy. He said, "I need one of the bowling leagues with the bumpers up."
Okay, no, for real, 'cause it's gonna go in the gutter every time with me.
Oh man.
See, I would like to say Black Lightning for 6-man, but
Yeah,
he ain't played enough
three
games.
games?
Yeah, he ain't played enough games. Shan for 6-man.
Had a big impact though. He had a big impact.
Had a
big impact.
If he had qualified, that would have been my first vote. Sham for 6-man, I could go with that because he doesn't start, does he? Well, depending on who's been here for y'all.
It's been on who's been here, but I think for most of the season he's came off the bench.
He's come out the bench. So yeah, say I'll go Sham, I'll go Solomon. 6-man ain't really been like a runaway this year like it normally is.
Couple plays on the Jay.
Oh, yeah, definitely Jay.
And keep forgetting Amari.
And Jay. Jay, Mike, and Amari. How did we forget all three of those?
No, you said Mike.
I said Mike for Rookie of the Year. I didn't say it for 6-man.
I thought you did.
But I didn't say him for 6. I might have said him last week, but I didn't say him this week for 6-man. Sham started quite a bit this season for Sky.
I don't think so.
No. All right. Well, I mean, we'll leave that.
We're gonna have to roll the tape back.
Yeah,
but that is info guy.
Roll the tape on that.
That is info guy for us. You know what I'm saying? So
indeed he is. He is. So
Skywest Bowling League coming soon.
Tell Sky Blazers in 2. We gonna see. Y'all got to get that first one, cause y'all do or die now. But yeah. All right, where we at? What's after that? 6-man.
MVP.
Wait. Isn't that one before that? That's it. That's all of them. I want to do that one last.
Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year.
Like I said, I said Miguel, Lex, Jordan. That's where I am with.
That's my top 3. Yeah.
What y'all got?
That's my 3, and then
not in a particular order like that, but those are gonna be the top 3 for me.
Yeah, those will be my 3. You about to look at me sideways. I would throw your name in that hat too, just because you've had a lot of adversity team-wise this year, and still in a situation where you're one win away from the championship. So I feel like that can't be swept under the rug, that you've had half your team most of the year, and then now you're in a situation to where you one win away from the championship. So I'll have to throw your name in there, but Lex, Miguel, Jordan, Lex, Miguel, but yeah, I would do that too. I'll have to throw your name in there too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
All right, I already know you ain't gonna. That's why I said I already know you ain't gonna say nothing.
All right.
MVP.
Next. I mean, at the end of the day, man, PJ he's the top guy, man. He's just the top guy. He's been in every game. He's averaged a double-double, pretty much. He's a big reason why the Savages are where they are.
So again, we gotta balance, right? I don't like doing the whole next thing, only because I don't want to disrespect anybody that could possibly, because again, you do have another person that I think if Jordan were coach of this, he'd still come to Green. So that's what I have to point out when it comes to, you have another person that is like top 3 in scoring. I believe that is Rashad.
Yeah.
And he's been that way pretty much all season. Yeah. I don't think he ever dropped below top 3 in scoring. I don't think. Backus, correct me if I'm wrong. But I know
he's dominant.
I'm pretty sure he hasn't dropped below top 5 in scoring. Yeah. So I think for that reason alone, you have to somewhat at least have the conversation of acknowledgement of throwing the name in the hat as well.
We can acknowledge Sean. We can acknowledge Sean as well.
Again, like another
you know
one,
what I'm
like
saying?
to acknowledge Sean. Yeah.
Yeah, we can acknowledge them. And I will say this, and I think MVP has a lot to do with having a winning season as well. But I do have to give flowers to K-Roll as well, because K-Roll this season has been very consistent. You know what I'm saying? So him, Kel has been probably the anchor of the Blazers because he's been available the most
the whole season. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's just one of those things, man, that I just think PJ has ran away with it. But those players we do have to mention. Like, I will say that.
Well, you know me, I can't give my personal feelings of who I feel ran away. I got to keep us balanced, But yeah, I just think somebody else said in most turnovers. You know what? And that's a good point. Offensive player of the year, if we're going strictly off of how many points they scored. So yeah.
But player, and when we say MVP, like a lot of times we go to scoring, but it's not all about scoring.
Right.
The top scorer getting the MVP, in my opinion. It shouldn't be. It should be the overall game. So, yep. But
all right, well, I think that's it on those.
All right, well, we'll be right back in just a minute for our life moment.
Hi, my name is Willie King, and I'm so excited to be coming to you as one of the newest commissioners of SkyWest Basketball. The thing that draws me to SkyWest Basketball is the opportunity to help men to grow, to strengthen relationships, and also to teach them how basketball and working as a team can help them to grow in their everyday lives. This really kind of goes back to when we first started. This started out as a form of ministry and growing men, and how that it has grown over the years in competition. But it's kept its central focus, which is to grow young men and helping them to be successful in life. I'm so excited to meet each and every one of you and serving in this newest role. I'm looking forward to a great season.
All right, so we're going to get into this life moment today. So as y'all know, these life moments have been heavily centered around just ways to help just improve overall quality of life, and those ways that we've given being anchored in ultimately Christ and a relationship with Christ. So one thing that I do love about God is that he gave us a lot of what we need to be successful on the inside. Like I know we look outwardly a lot, for success, but he gave us pretty much a lot of things that we need, on the inside. And one of the best things that he gave us was our brain. Like I say it all the time, like, my mind, that's my superpower, because of the way, I'm able to think through things and process things and, infrastructures and all this stuff. Like I can think my way out of anything. And so I think about just how powerful the brain is. And I mean, it literally controls everything, that we do. And so I want to point out a particular part of the brain for this life moment tonight. And it's so funny, actually, me and Shaq actually had this conversation before. So I want to talk about the reticular activating system. So for those that don't know what your reticular activating system is, I'll give you an example. And I promise you, when I give you this example, you'll be like, oh, okay. So you know how you never see a car, right? Then you go and buy that car. And then as soon as you buy it, you see it all the time. You see it everywhere. Yeah. That is a primary sign of your reticular activating system being active. And what it does, your reticular activating system, it tells your brain what is important to you. It tells your brain. So you think about it, when you buy that car, this is my car. It's important to me. I take ownership of it. So now my brain is trained to see this car because this car is important to me. So now I see it over here. I see it parked over there. I see all the things, right? So the same way it works with something like that, it works when it just comes to overall life in general. When it comes to our goals, when it comes to our dreams, when it comes to, whatever, your brain literally tells you like what to find. It tells your mind what to find. It tells your eyes, your everything, whatever it's going to process, your reticular activating system does that. So, and it's why in scripture, it talks about, number one, renewing your mind, because, the mind can get cloudy. So you have to renew your mind. And then, it also talks about, it tells you what to keep your mind on, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, keep your mind on these things, on things that are spiritual. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it tells you, what you're supposed to keep your mind on. So when it comes to your reticular activating system, a lot of times God places solutions even right there in front of us. But if our mind is dialed in to a negative, frequency, it's just like, okay, all we can see is the negative. All we can see is the obstacle. And so our reticular activating system is telling us this is an obstacle. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an obstacle. This is a problem. But if you dialed in right, it should tell you this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to overcome. So, it's just, again, and it goes back to kind of what we talked about a little bit last week about what are you taking in, because that is what trains your reticular activating system. When you're taking in positivity, it starts, or not even just what you're taking in, but even what you decide within yourself is important. Like for us, when it came to, SkyWest, when we first started this, we decided a couple things were important. We decided basketball was important. We decided brotherhood was important. We decided Christ was, well, we already knew Christ was important, but we decided all those things coming together was important. So what ended up happening? People started coming from everywhere. People that we hadn't seen before, players we didn't know before, organizations like the Heat that we didn't know before. They became in our line of sight, which before we never saw any of that, but we decided what was important to us. And all those things started just coming to us, or not even coming to us. They were already there, but because we dialed in the right way, we were able to see it. So just, when it comes to your reticular activating system, that is something that you train. That's not something that's haphazard. Now, here's the caveat. Your environment will try to dictate what your reticular activating system will see. That's where the term product of my environment comes from. All I've seen is poverty, or all I've seen is violence, or all I've seen is lack and not enough. And so all that's dialed in is lack, not enough, poverty, all the things. And so it's like, I can't even see the way, this one skill that I have is actually something to where I don't have to go punch somebody else's clock ever. But I can take this one skill that I have. I know you resonate with this one. I can take this one skill that I have and I can scale this to a profitable business to where I can do whatever I want. But again, your RAS has to be able to see that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be dialed in the right way. I got some more, but I'm gonna let y'all chime in on that.
Go ahead, Alicia, because I'll be waiting on your, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, man.
You pretty much hit the nail on the head, honestly. I know we've talked about environment a lot this year. And I think even for me, self-reflection, I'm not perfect, of course, no one is, but it's just like, even though I have been, my upbringing, I've been rooted in Christ from a small child. So growing up in church, I know the sayings, I know the scriptures, but life happens. So it's like going back to the basics, going back to, okay, do your affirmations, speak positivity over yourself each and every day, because life happens. Sometimes you face certain tests and trials where it's like, dang, can I really get through this? Like, why is so much happening to me right now? Why are my friends acting this way? But it's like the things you go through, sometimes it's a reason. You have to go through those things so you can grow. It's all a part of the process, but you just got to stay positive. Keep speaking positivity over yourself, even if everyone else is doubting you. Prime example, I just got a new job, just started this week. Right. And so I was in a place, I had a job where I'm like, okay, I just have to do this for now. And before I got the confirmation for this one, I already spoke it. I said, this is mine. I can't wait to start. I'm so excited. But everyone else around me is like, oh, well, you might want to hold on to that other one just in case. No, no, baby, there's no just in case, because I've already made up in my mind that this is for me, and what's for me won't pass me. So it's like when people try to speak over you certain stuff, like, oh, hey, just keep this as a back burner. They want you to stay stuck in certain situations and certain mindsets. And at some point, you have to say, okay, cool. Thank you for your opinion, but that's not what I choose to accept. Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of us sitting at this table, we were what they call pew babies. we were in the church. We were born in the church. But the thing is life happens. When you say life happens, like you start to realize like you can't just depend on what's being said at church. You can't just depend on what the preacher is saying or anything like that. You have to really have two things. You have to have good study habits. And what I mean by that is you have to read this thing for yourself. The scripture,
Absolutely.
You have to read it because it applies in different ways. And if you're just spouting out or just regurgitating what somebody has told you over the pulpit, you're really doing yourself a disservice if you don't really get a real, true relationship. And the only way to get a relationship with somebody, I mean, if we're friends, right? I know certain things about you. Why? Because I spent time with you.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? I know you got a new job. I know you got this. I know you got that going on. You get what I'm saying? That's what the Father wants us to do with Him, is spend time with Him. We have to have that time, and we have to have faith. Because faith is the substance of things hoped for. Meaning that when you went for that job, you know what I'm saying? You had faith. You was hoping for that job, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, and the evidence of things not seen. You don't have a job yet. You didn't have the job yet, but you were hoping for that thing. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't seen,
right?
But you ended up getting it. You get what I'm saying? So that faith takes you there, and it activates everything. So my thing is like a lot of times, we all say, yeah, we go to church, we've been in church and stuff like that. But until you really get in the scripture and understand that scripture will tell you, and it's a guideline for your life. It's right. A guideline for everything that you do. When you were talking about my business and stuff like that, it's like I could have started my business a long time ago. But it was like, man, what about insurance? What about this? What about that? All of these things, that's going on. And I had to literally, it took me years to gain that faith and understand that, scripture says that I've never seen the righteous forsaken. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is it also says if he takes care of, the birds, and the animals and stuff like that, what more will he do for you that is considered to be a son in his image? You get what I'm saying? Those are scriptures and stuff that I had to really read and study and not just hear a preacher say it and get all happy. You get what I'm saying? It's like, okay, all happy. You know how it is.
Nobody does that. People come, they get the word, they feel motivated in that moment. But what happens when you walk out the door? What happens when the rest of your week hits you?
Exactly. And that's what I've seen a lot, with people that you would consider to be mature until you really look. It's a popcorn society. It's a popcorn thing. It's like, man, I gotta go to church to get my word Sunday. Well, what about throughout the rest of the week? What are you doing throughout the rest of the week? What are you doing to improve your life in Him? You get what I'm saying? Because in Him is what's going to be successful. It is said in scripture that what He blesses you with, no man can take it away. And that's the things that we have to do. When we're talking about your SAT word, what I'm saying? Reticular
activating system.
Just say RAS.
But when we're talking about that, man, we gotta really, have those scriptures coincide with that. And seeing those scriptures and understanding those to be true is actually how you really can break out of wherever you are.
Right.
So.
No, that's good. That's good. And to your point, Alicia, about, you sit and watch Let's Hoop and you feel motivated after we say something like this, or you go to church and you feel motivated. But when you leave, the reality is that week hits and then things start happening. And so it's just like, how do I apply this in real time to where it can actually work for me. So I got just 2 questions that I can give you as tools, just for application. So, you get into your week, you're feeling motivated at the beginning of the week, you get into your week, and then like 2 or 3 bad things, majorly bad things happen. The initial question that you would normally ask when you have not trained your mind, initial question is, why does everything bad happen to me? Why is this bad stuff happening? Now, it's not a terrible question, but there's a way that you can tweak the question to dial your RAS in just a little bit differently. Better question is, what is God trying to teach me? What is God trying to teach me? What is the lesson in all that's happening? Because a lot of times, if you look in life, there's a theme. With everything happening, there's a theme, whether it be something financial, where it's like, I got to figure something out financial, or something I got to deal with anger wise, or something I got to deal with relationship wise. Like, there's always a theme in things that are happening consecutively, right? So the better question, rather than why is all this bad stuff happening to me, maybe a better question is, what's God trying to teach me? Or what do I need to learn from these things that are happening? Second question, why am I failing? Why am I failing? I keep trying this stuff. And now I'm discouraged. Why am I failing?
Not in your purpose.
Better question. What do I need to improve? Because see, here's the thing. If you believe in Christ, there is no failure. So that word shouldn't even be in the vocabulary. If you believe in Christ and you confess Christ, in Christ, there is no failure. So if you're in him, there's no way you could be failing. However, there is a chance that there's a way you can improve to not get the same result that you've been getting. So that's a better second question.
Absolutely.
Why am I failing, but what do I need to improve? Think about it like this, even in basketball terms for all my players. Think about it like this. You shoot a shot don't go in, you shoot the second shot don't go in, you shoot that third one, still don't go in. First thing you think is, I'm cold.
Instead of saying, I need to make an adjustment.
Or not even that. Let's be even a bit more demanding and tell our brain something even more demanding. Next one is going in.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like you're training your brain. Our brains do not dictate to us. We are supposed to dictate to our brain. You understand what I'm saying? So, it's all about the way you have your RAS, reticular activating system there. That's for you, Sky.
I said it though.
You did. No, you did. You definitely did. But it's all about the way that you have it dialed in. And when you dial it in correctly, it will have a crazy impact on your life. So I'm gonna give this real quick, this last little challenge. I'm gonna read these out to y'all, and I'm interested to see who's gonna take this challenge on. And shoot, if some of y'all take it on, I want to hear about it on Sunday because I'm actually really interested. So for the next 7 days, I want you to pay attention to what you've been paying attention to. Ask yourself a couple of questions for the next 7 days. First one, what am I feeding my mind? Second one, what am I repeatedly saying about myself? Because guess what? Your brain hears what you say about yourself and it works to make it happen. So if you keep saying, I suck, you naturally dulling everything down. So what am I feeding my mind? Number 2, what am I repeatedly saying about myself? Number 3, what am I expecting from life? Your RAS don't know what to dial into if there's no vision.
Right.
Scripture actually says without a vision, the people perish. So you got to know what you're expecting from life. And in this one, most important one, is my focus drawing me closer to God or further away? Because the truth of the matter is, and I've been ending with this every week because it is the most important thing. Whatever your RAS is dialed into, the first thing it's got to be dialed into is him. First thing it's got to be dialed into is Christ, because he's the only one that can answer all the rest of these questions and tell you what you should be thinking with the rest of these questions. But ask yourself those questions. You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself those questions and just really see, just what is your reticular activating system dialed into? Last thought, God may have already placed opportunities around you. The question isn't whether they're there, it's whether you've trained your mind to see them. So yeah, that's our life moment for this week. Let's redial that RAS.
We're gonna have one of them collection places go with the little
Here you go. Here you go.
What's that velvet?
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
You know what I'm saying? It got a little velvet bottom.
Here you go, sir.
We don't want to change. We want some dollars.
Okay, big ones, 10s, 20s,
Oh, that's funny.
50s, 100s.
This man over here preaching. He over here preaching.
Hey man, I want us all look this stuff that I've been learning, man. So we want to share the knowledge, man. We want to share the knowledge. All right, where we at, Alicia? Where we at? What we doing?
All right, go ahead and give us a breakdown of what we can expect on Sunday.
What we can expect on Sunday.
Mhm.
What I hope we can expect on Sunday
is for a full team to finally show up.
Y'all were firing shots like.
Look, I'm gonna mess with them because they had me hammed up Sunday. I didn't know what was going on. Anyway, so the way that it's gonna go down, we have everything will be decided on Sunday in terms of playoffs. So everything will be decided. You know, we starting out Wolves Blazers. You know, we gonna
If
see.
they show up.
We're gonna believe. My RAS is telling me they're gonna show up. We're gonna put that out there in the right space. So it'll be Wolves Blazers, and then we'll be coming back with Chargers and Savages. Depending on what happens there, this is the interesting predicament that we're in. We could have 2 games on Sunday. If the Wolves come in and beat the Blazers in that first one, the Blazers are out. If the Chargers come in and beat the Savages are out. Now, where it gets interesting, if the Wolves happen to lose that first game, they're going to have to play the Blazers again later on that evening. And same, if the Chargers lose that second game, they will have to play Savages again later. But either way, we're going to know who's going to the championship by the end of Sunday. So, yeah, that's just how that's going to go. That's how that's going to go.
And just to make sure you guys understand what goes on, the game times will be the same. So even if we do have a scenario where you have to play it back-to-back,
right, it'll start at the next game time, so you'll still have that time to rest and recoup and all that kind of stuff like that. And whatever that next game time is, that's when it'll start. So, yeah, it's gonna be a fun weekend.
Absolutely.
I'm excited. That should be some really good basketball on Sunday, I think.
everybody want it.
And yeah, everybody playing like they want it too.
Everybody want it, man. Everybody want it. So.
And let's hope that everyone will show up like they want it. Well, y'all, it is. Y'all know that.
Do you need to walk off the
Listen,
set?
she was almost there. That was almost a walk off the set moment because I ain't walked off in about 2 weeks. She almost got me. Wow.
It's the truth. Anyway.
Are you making a Chipotle trip on the way home? I think you need some Chipotle.
No, Chipotle would be nice, but no.
Because
I got food at home. I don't eat that actually.
Because Chipotle.
You need something that equals a Snickers bar.
No, that's why I said Chipotle, because Chipotle is her favorite. So I'm like,
it is. Oh, we gotta do who you got.
Oh man.
No, you try to avoid it. Well, hold on. Who you got?
I know. That's
Not for this week.
What you mean?
For next season. You got the Red Hawks.
Oh
man! Wow, that's why I said you need your Chipotle. You are not yourself.
Oh wow!
You are not yourself. What type of time are you on tonight? I was about to answer the question.
Not the end of the season.
Sheesh. All right. Answer your question. Yes, I got the Red Hawks next season. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. With some aces up my sleeve. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that. But I got in the first game.
You know who you got.
I'm not even gonna lie. In that first game, the Wolves with their whole team is different. Provided the Wolves have their whole team, and I think they see the opportunity that they have to possibly like go on and like steal this on away from the Blazers. Yeah. Cause see, here's my you know what? I gotta go Wolves, and I'm gonna tell you why. I like to get out of the series, I like the Wolves to get 1 out of 2. So I saw this series with the Wolves, provided we had a Blazers game. I saw it going a distance anyway. So I like the Wolves to get 1 out of 2. So Blazers just need to not let that 1 be the first one. But I mean, all they got to get is 1 at this point. So I don't know, man. I think I gotta go Wolves.
Me too. I'm going Wolves.
Fully loaded, I gotta go Wolves.
You know what I'm going with. So next Next team. Savages.
I got to pick first next too.
Mhm.
This one is.
This is tough. This was tough. Because I believe the news is KB will be back.
Yeah, that's what I was told. KB will be back. My power color.
You're the Green Ranger now.
All right, I'm a Green Ranger now. Look, I'm gonna have to hit Shaq line for real when we get off the show.
Oh man, that's a.
And Stephon said he cooked. Better not stop him getting on Chipotle. My bad, Stephon. My fault. But she did say that though.
So listen, God, man, it's rough. I'm just looking at everything. The score was 94-89.
Mm-hmm.
But it's no KB, no Solomon. So, how much of a difference is Solomon and KB?
Like I said, that's 3, Shaq. You're out. You know what I'm gonna do? I just had to call the series how I think the series will go. I think the Savages get this next one. I think the Chargers close.
Man, I think if TJ doesn't get in foul trouble and he's able to play the whole game, it might make a major difference, because him sitting the whole third quarter, it hurts that team.
Yeah,
It really does. But this is so evenly matched. Like, this is a hard call, man.
yeah. I know the Savages. They're not going out. They're not going out like that. So I don't think the Chargers are going. I don't think they're going to sweep. But I think the Chargers are going to pull it out. I think Savages get this next one because they're going to come back hungry. Savages going to get this next one.
And they've done that all year.
Yeah,
Year.
they're a bounce back team. Yeah, they're a bounce back team.
They do come out in Superman capes. You know what I'm saying? When the next game, you know what happened with Black Ice. You know, when Black Ice kind of, put the belt on them, and then they came and put the belt on Black Ice. So, I don't know, man. I think I'm a go on a limb. I'll say Savages, but I hate agreeing. But I don't think it's hard to beat the Chargers 2 times in a row. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to beat them 2 times in a row. I mean, because you're gonna have to fight to beat them the first time. You know what I'm saying? And I do think the Chargers,
they're a figure it out team.
They know how to make adjustments. So I'm with you on that. So now you're sitting in the hot seat.
Alicia?
I'm gonna go Savages.
Win the whole series? Savages?
2 in a row.
2 in a row? Okay. Oh, that's a tough feat against the Chargers, but hey, I don't put it past the Savages. They can, but I'm just telling y'all what I think. No disrespect.
If the extras don't get in the way, yeah.
Oh, I was like, the extras. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I had this, but this can go either way.
It'll be a fight for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. So no disrespect to you.
I don't know who said Savages in 3. Shaq said somebody said Savages in 3. Y'all don't forget. Who said Savages? I guess they were saying Savages in 3. I guess they were saying that Sunday after they lost. They said Savages in 3. Okay. I guess. All right, Lisa. Close this thing on out.
It's 9:30, man.
We did a little better. A little bit better.
2 games, 9:30.
That's wild. That's wild. Baby.
Y'all just love to hear.
We said let's game. Right, I'm about to say let's games me. More time to talk.
Well, y'all, it's been real. It's been another episode of Let's Hoop. Y'all already know. Catch us on Sunday, and I don't think you said it, but be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell your mama, your daddy, everybody to show up on Sunday. Let's have a.
Before we leave, we just got whole called out. He typed this in all caps. He said this with his whole chest. He said the whole panel, all three of us said Savages in 3.
Oh,
Last
you're
Tuesday.
right.
Well,
He did.
you know, things change when you win.
I'm about to say now, you know.
I mean, it's just the fact that the way they came out, then the way the Savages punched them in the mouth, and then the way the Chargers.
And y'all talk about me.
What?
You see?
What? Well, the Savages did come back, but it's like a boxing match. You know, they came back punching, but ultimately the Chargers, with no KB, that was a great opportunity for Savages to take a win with no KB, and they didn't get to pull it out. So I think advantage Chargers. So you're hired, good memory.
All right, look. Go ahead. Do your thing now.
All right. We'll see y'all on Sunday.
All right, see y'all Sunday.